Hello and welcome back to Ace Combat 7, everybody. So, we have, in our Canon runs, we have successfully completed Ace 5 and Ace 6. So now it's time for Trigger's turn in Ace Combat 7. We're going to restart the story and do a full campaign run. We will do... or after Bunker Buster, we'll briefly leave the campaign mode to go into the SP mission, do the Alicorn saga, and then go back to campaign mode to finish out the war. There will be mods enabled, but we will be sticking with the Canon aircraft and Canon aircraft livery. Now keep in note that technically Trigger has 3 Canon aircraft and 4 Canon liveries. Well, 5 Canon liveries actually. We're not really sure when the official switch takes place from each aircraft. But the way I'm going to do it is we're going to switch from the F-16C fighting Falcon to the F-15C Eagle after the Mihai fight in Mission 7. So F-16 all the way through Mission 7. Then Mission 8, we're with the Eagle all the way through probably homeward, Mission 17. Then for 18, 19, and 20, so Lost Kingdom, Daredevil, and Hush, we're going to use the Raptor. So anyway, without further ado, let's get this show on the road. We're going to play this on normal.
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my
When I
family
first
for 4
played
generations.
this,
Flying's in my DNA.
this cutscene
Even so,
at
my grandpa
first,
didn't want me joining the Air Force.
I was kind of iffy on.
He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense.
But there
to give
comes
my
a
dad
point
faith.
where I'm sold on this. Like, Ace Combat's back. I'll let you guys figure out where that is.
Blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine
Oh,
over
look,
to
it's
me
the
with an
trash
article.
can.
Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream,
UAVs.
it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
Hello, welcome, Zakel. Yeah, the deep dark blue is...
Know what? Lying
Pretty good
smack
line.
dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself.
Sink
I
or
was at
swim.
the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone.
The trash can
It
drone.
wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All
Oh, yeah.
I had to do was take off.
I
accelerate,
totally agree
and
with you,
fly out.
Zakale. This sequence right here says welcome back. Welcome home.
So, I flew up. Straight up. Through the clouds. Higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw OCS fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian
Exactly,
emblem.
Zakale. Welcome home, Aces.
That country's a
Back
whole
to your dark
continent
blue
away from
open
here.
skies.
Crap. You should have put an IFS system in this piece of junk. Should have built a return too.
Yeah, if you're gonna build an aircraft, maybe put an IFF in it. Mission 1, charge assault.
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Yuzha as members of the International
Sheltering
Union Peacekeeping Force.
Welcome,
Until
Cross.
today,
Welcome to the Lighthouse War.
our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Yuzhan ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
You got a point, Zakale. I know it's a time of war, but that pilot was in the gun range. Definitely able to tell it wasn't a drone. And that was chaos, but still, OC incompetence is fine.
Scramble!
The only defense that
Unidentified craft attacking the base!
the OCN has, or the OCN pilot has, is Avril says she did not put an IFF in there. And likely no radio. So, during a time of first strike, any aircraft that does not respond to radio or does not have a friendly IFF, they're well within their rights to shoot down. Hell, back in the day, on the day that shall live in infamy number 2, 9/11, in the real world, after the first couple of civvy planes hit, I believe the order was given by the FAA and the Air Force all civilian pilot or flights you have this long to go to ground. After that, the Air Force is clear to fire. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that the Ocean was following his orders. But still. Operation Deerhorn. Take down the hostile bandits. May 15th, 2019. Fort Gray's Island. Alright. Because we're doing a cannon run, I cannot use my baby. As much as I would like to. Instead, we're taking the F-16C Mage. Classic bombers and their escorts mission. With a flight model like this, it's a piece of cake. Yeah, no kidding. Parts. Oh yeah, of course I have the OP-4AM mod on. What are you talking about? I also have the OP Guided Penetrating Bomb mod on. So we're not completely useless on anti-ground missions like Long Day. Alright, yeah.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Basically what I like to think of these weapon mods is I'm importing weapons from Ameria who actually knows how to make a decent special weapon. Makes this mission I mean, the mission was trivial to begin with. Long Day was made so trivial with your flanker E and the 6 AMs. Oh yeah, with that mod, I can definitely see how that would work.
Sitting duck. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many. Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to
Mage Squadron, IUN, PKF Armed Forces 508th Tactical Fighter Squadron.
Mage Squadron. Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. Your situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have free.
It's possible to clear the Long Day map.
Do me a favor and get
It's,
the bird in the air.
especially have the right SP weapon. If you don't, well, you're kind of screwed.
The carrier.
Oh yeah, I meant, I know what you
Taking a lot
meant.
of
The,
damage.
the reinforcements will always keep
Time to
spawning.
stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Going for understood.
This is the AWAC Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
Managed to do Long Day all in one without... Oh.
They're way over here. Let's go.
There's actually, I think, a medal for doing that.
Harbor fuel storage is intact. It's asking for another round. All escorts follow for another
Where you, clear Long Day without using the return line.
What's your six?
It's totally possible to do it on the vanilla console games, too.
Support aircraft.
Breaking out of lock.
Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage
Of course, you still get thrown into solitary because McKinsey's a dick.
2. Mage 2, targets in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet. Trigger off-gauge special weapon. That's it. It's great when it's simple.
Enemy bomber down.
You have an
Nice
addiction
going,
to
Mage 2.
Canon aircraft
Not
runs.
too shabby, Mage 2.
So why are you
Still
using
got a
the
long way to
Tom
go,
or
kid. Give me some pointers back
the
in
Maverick
case we can
Hornet?
make it in one piece.
Oh, not the Maverick one,
Skykeeper,
but
this is Mage 1, over.
the
Bandits.
Echo Hornet
It's a bomber
and the
Trigger, settle down.
Flanker E. When
Mage 2, maintain
those
your
aren't Canon
Mage 1,
planes.
do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Welcome. Golem 2, let's maintain elements.
For long day, the Canon aircraft is the Falcon.
Covered, sir.
Radio.
Gollum.
First
Mage.
playthrough.
2 new
Oh,
enemy groups.
didn't know what Canon runs were. Gotcha.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass. Fox UAVs. I can't tell them apart.
Target is down.
Attaboy, Trigger.
Mage 2 locked.
Mage 2's bandit confirmed down.
I mean, we actually don't know what Trigger's aircraft is for spare.
Hesitating for a split second could be the difference.
Some people say the MiG-21 because that's when we unlock it and we get it for free. Others, like myself, say we keep the Falcon with the FG crossed out until the cutscene where Avril starts talking about giving us an upgrade as she's looking at an F-15's engines. But we don't know what Trigger's canonical spare aircraft is.
Mage 2 shot down a bandit.
Harbor facilities and carrier destroyed. I'd call that mission accomplished. We still got half our baggage. 15 over the hangars and runways.
Don't let them destroy the harbor! Where the hell are our fighters? The harbor's under heavy fire!
Uh-oh. I think the game just froze. Yep, game froze. Okay, well, we'll do this again. I can't close the game. Fuck, I'm gonna have to reset. Alright, so stream will stop, and then I will be back shortly. Oh, it's frozen for me before, but usually not on Charge Assault. Usually it's on, Mission 2. Yeah, I can try Task Manager. There we go. The cannon is, yeah, the cannon is indeed frozen. Okay, let's go ahead and restart. Hail hydrate. Here we go. Loading it up again. Hopefully it doesn't freeze on us again. Follow New Vegas, yeah. The thing is that I'm not running that heavy a mod load. Let's see if this... Yeah, okay.
Is everyone?
Praying to the Dust Mother, the Golden King.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
Thank you,
Stand by
Zagao.
at the front.
Hopefully it doesn't freeze again.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get the...
Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Hear that? Mage 2, altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier. Looks like the harbor's taken a lot.
I have not installed Sky's Restore.
Casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2.
I haven't gotten around to reinstalling all the mods yet,
Go time.
or any new ones. Although I might have to take some off.
Take down all unidentified
Possibly
bombers. They
the
don't have many
Ace
escorts.
X ones.
They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
I know the Ace X ones tended to
Trigger, I'm your wingman.
cause something
Fly
to
with me now. That's what it means to be in an
stall out.
element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy. There it is, sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken. They're way overhead.
Harbor fuel storage is intact. I'm asking for another round. All escorts roll up for another attack. Point is 835. Due to eject.
Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2. Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet.
Mage 2, walking. Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid.
Okay,
I'll
let's
give you some
look for
pointers
Pyro.
back in base if we can make it in one piece. Skykeeper, this is Mage 1 over. Tally 2 bandits.
Howdy, son. Welcome to Strem.
Bomber and an escort.
Hello there, Trigger. Settle
Mission
down.
1,
Mage 2.
second run.
Element with Mage 1. Do not
We
Mage
had
1,
a
make
freeze
sure
earlier.
nothing stupid. Welcome. Golem 2, let's maintain elements.
The game just decided I don't want to play anymore.
Fire's covered, sir.
Radio.
Golem, Mage, 2 new enemy
Mission
crews.
1, take 2.
HQ, attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass.
Yeah. I
AVs.
hope it doesn't freeze again. If it does, I might know the issue, in which case I will have to uninstall a mod and try again. But we'll find out.
Mage 2 locked.
Taking cover in the clouds.
Mage 2's bandit confirmed down.
They could burn with their whole payload. Attack missed. Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
Fox 3! Fox 3! Mage 2 shot down a bandit. Missile away.
Harbor facility and carrier destroyed. Mission accomplished. We still got half our baggage. Emptying of our hangars and runways.
Don't let them destroy the harbor! Where the hell are our fighters? The harbor's under...
Hello, Sly. Welcome to Mission 1, Take 2 of the Canon Run. It froze about here last time. So,
To Gollum and Mage,
hopefully it doesn't
job well
freeze
done.
again.
All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the
But
clear.
for part 1, we're only going to be using the Falcon.
He's got what it takes.
Yeah, the game just froze.
Slow down. It's just one sword.
Luckily, Zakale was able to walk me through shutting it down and rebooting
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
without killing the stream, so that was nice.
Column Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Column 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
Control F4. No, Control Delete. Control Delete to bring in the task manager, end the task, then reboot.
Set to lease. The Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens of Erusia.
I have no idea what Alt F4 does.
Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff.
If that's the tab out,
Situation's tight. It's a hell of a...
I was able to do that. I just wasn't able to close the window.
Control. Do me a favor.
Kills
Get
whatever
that
when you-
bird
oh,
to your
okay.
base out.
Hear that? Mage 2, altitude restriction.
Yeah, as I mentioned before, for our Canon Run, the aircraft we're using are the F-16C through Mission 7, F-15C
We are currently assessing the
from
damage
Mission
to the
8
base.
through
We
the
have confirmed that the
Alicorn
aircraft
Saga
carrier
all the way up
across was
through
sunk.
Mission
We
17,
know the attacking
then the
bogies were from Erusia.
F-22A the rest of the way.
International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
Shut up, Skykeeper. Yeah, F-15C starting in Mission 8. Because after Mihai, or the Mihai fight, there's a cutscene with Avril talking about how she's going to specifically give Trigger an upgrade. That's when we get the Queen's Custom. And the plane she's behind, looking at, as she's about to start work on it, is the F-15C. By the way, I think... Maybe. Hold on. I also might have my volume up louder than it should be. Is that better? But yeah, it's too low. Okay. I'll put it up here. How about now? Sounds like I was physically yelling. Oh. I mean, I'm worked up today. I learned from corporate that I'm going to get in trouble for doing the right thing. And that's really pissing me off. Yeah, it's real fun. But yeah. It's related to all the shitstorm that's been going on in real life right now. And according to corporate policy, I'm not able to do a thing that is the right thing to do. And so I'm just saying, fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway. Write me up.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country.
Hey, there's Port St.
According
Hewlett.
to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers,
Howard
including
Port.
one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the
Surprised it went
fate
all
of
the way to
Osean
Port St.
carriers
Hewlett.
currently at sea. Hold on. I've
That's
just
like
received
France
breaking
taking
news.
out San
The
Francisco or
International
San
Space
Diego.
Elevator, which is being built in southern Usia, has been seized by the Erusian army.
I mean, I kind of
Reports
guess
say former
I
President
understand why they
Harling
did
was
it,
touring
but
the site at the time, but
it's
his
going to
current
take a lot
whereabouts are
longer for
unknown.
anything from Port St.
Our
Hewlett
sources
to
in
make
government
it
tell
to
us it was Harling's
use
policies
in
regarding the
waters.
space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usia, the space elevator has been under
San
construction for
Francisco
some time
mentioned
now.
Joint Assault
The
soundtracks
Executive
recently.
Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state
As
of
long as
emergency.
it's the
They have ordered all
one
armed
that
forces,
fans have called
including
Joint
Usian
Assault,
peacekeepers, to mobilize
I'm
and make
okay
the
with this.
necessary
I love that
preparations to launch an
soundtrack.
immediate counterattack.
It's the
Ladies
one
and
that
gentlemen,
plays
our
in Mission
country is
7 when
officially
you're
at
escorting
war.
the helicopter
Stay tuned for further updates.
over the desert.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
Well, yeah, that happens in war. Also, that news report was wrong. It was not the Osean Air Force, it was the Osean Maritime Defense Force. There is a difference.
Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic.
Especially if Osea is anything like the United States, you do not call a naval aviator an Air Force pilot. They will beat you the hell up.
That's the war my dad fought and died in.
That's the
The
thing.
biggest nations from two continents.
I mean, yes, it would be. I mean,
so-called righteous Oseans
most modern
struck the deal
newscasters
they fancied themselves
don't care about necessarily the accuracy of their story, but the speed in which they
even tried saving
deliver it.
Still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator.
Because they got to be the first to break the news.
Ended up being built in Usia.
Instead of, doing their damn homework, making sure that
Harling said he did
it's
it out of
accurate.
compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood.
Well,
Darling was
the
touring an
reason
elevator
why
in
the
Manhattan
Usians
and
were able,
disappeared.
or Erusians were able to
Then,
do
while
that,
was going
is
on,
they had
the
inside
Rusian
help.
ships that were docked all around
Let's
Ophir
be
released
real.
A swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in
Um,
containers. No one thought they were capable
the
of
Erusians
doing
had
what
help
they did
from
back then.
Grunder to take over the space
With
elevator.
pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take
Yep.
out everything that was military. And
Don't
not a single
you dare call
civilian
me
was
one of
hurt
those
in the
Air Force
process.
pussies. I destroy my plane's landing gear
Osea
when I
pissed
touch
lots of
down.
people off
Unlike
with their
those
huge
Chair
military
Force guys
presence
who are
around
so
the world.
careful with their billion-dollar
Perugia
airframes.
didn't have the
Where's
same
the fun in
reach,
that?
But they could hit their targets faster and cleaner.
Actually,
And when all this
Zakel,
was going on, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer.
naval aircraft, like aircraft specifically designed to land on carriers, have heavily reinforced landing gear, specifically
In case you were
because of
wondering,
the extra
I survived.
forces
I crashed in a bombed-out Ocean Air Force base.
that
Then,
the
got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap.
carrier landing
The world went from
requires.
being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
So it looks like they don't care. They do, but it's technically not their job to take care of the planes. Just like it's not the job of an Air Force pilot to technically take care of their plane. That's the job of the
I had some
crew chief.
soldiers. And remember those mothballed
Each
planes
fighter
we
has
They were loaded on the ship,
a
too.
large ground crew
We headed off
assigned
south
to it.
for several days and then swung east. That's how I got here.
They do all the
Thousands of
maintenance,
kilometers
the
from
repairs,
the opposite side of the Usian continent.
anything that the plane needs while it's on the ground is the job of the crew chief.
It had 3 rusty patrol boats.
And
the base? The fences were topped with razor wire. The tower had a
my
spotlight and
late
machine
granddad
guns. And a truck with a gun turret
was
parked in front of
actually the chief crew
Its
chief
gun was aimed at the yard. Was a prison.
of
This place looked like a full-on
the
base, but
B-36's
half the tanker trucks were just
First Strategic Air Command.
and the runways weren't even paved.
And
just on the dirt.
he always
The whole
liked to
place
say
was just
that
one
as long
big
as
fat
one
lie.
wheel was touching the
The only
ground,
reason
that
I
bird
here
was
is
his.
They knew I'd restored a supersonic plane.
And the pilot
They
had
wanted
to
me
get
make
his
something out of the
explicit
mothballed
permission
planes they brought.
to
They
take
could
off.
park on the fake runway.
And
Can you believe that shit? So, I
woe
tried
be
to
unto the pilot that brings that
They
plane
found
back
it.
with a scratch.
They set the dogs on me.
Mission 2, charge the enemy. Yeah, the most important job for any military aircraft division is the mechanics, the maintainers. They are truly the unsung heroes.
On the Usian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Usia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military.
Charge the enemy. Instructions unclear, dating the enemy.
The space elevator became
I
both a
mean,
symbol
there's a
peace
lot
and
of
a valuable asset in the fight against
Ocean pilots that probably would
Whoever
jump
has
on the
control of it will have
opportunity
enormous
to
influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to
date
this
the
critical
Erusian
situation.
princess. So
The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered
I
into
mean-
the order of battle to reclaim the elevator. As
that's one way to end the war, right?
First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground.
Do it for her.
The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat.
In order to stop all the
There is
senseless
a high
violence
likelihood that the attack
and
will
end
draw
this
more
brutal
enemy
war,
forces.
I will make the ultimate sacrifice
Fight
and
them off
date
swiftly
the
to
Erusian
establish air
princess.
superiority.
Alright. I forgot to read the briefing out. Fuck it. Alright. Operation Eastern Wind. May 17th, 2019. So this is 2 days after the war began. We're in the Schofields Plateau. Charge me to what? Oh, sorry, I heard something about something else. You mean I wasn't supposed to woo and marry the Erusian princess? I mean, that is legitimately how monarchies would prevent war with each other way back in the day. Is they would make political marriages to form alliances. Charge the enemy. Instructions unclear. Breeding the princess. As long as she's okay with it. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and use the GPB. We got that. Instead, let's do. We have 10 of those. It's probably more than enough. That.
Mage Squadron, sortie, ASAP.
Excuse me.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep. Target confirmed destroyed.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Get the radar vehicle out of there!
It's popping off now, Trigger. War has officially begun.
Score an hour and a half to react to the police. Oh, what is today the state of play?
Missile away.
The anti-air radar vehicle's been destroyed! They're going for the radar car!
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Ah.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle!
They got their anti-air.
You know, to be honest, there's not really any games I'm actively looking forward to coming out.
We can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now. We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility.
H2, walking. Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
We'll go.
Yeah, okay. So I do have the mod on.
Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars.
Oh yeah, that'll never come back to bite us in the ass.
That radar was just about to go online. We pushed the plan forward too fast. The base was too far from Allied territory.
Yeah, I have a mod on that increases the power and damage of the ground penetrating bomb to about what Ace 4 is like, or better. The side effect is that it can lock onto aircraft as long as you're above it.
Enemy's traveling a long way, so they're trying to hit this quickly. Trigger, there's one more to go.
Basically, my headcanon for all the weapon mods that I installed is I'm outsourcing my my weapons manufacturing from Grunder to Ameria. Or Macmillan. Because they know how to fucking make special weapons. And for anyone surprised that I'm using mods, check the tags on the bottom of the stream. It does say mods enabled.
Without damaging any public facilities? That's gonna be a circus. Target lock. Firing.
Oh no.
Behind target and ready to attack.
Box 2. Enemy missile cruising. Breaking.
All right, clean up that last radar vehicle. There's nothing in your way now.
I mean, I could do that next time. Check the tags. You're expecting a tag to be a Marion playthrough where I do what I want.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work.
Oh, to see the Erusians' faces now.
Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
Mage 2, bombs away. All right, this base is worth destroying.
Ow.
Keep your mind focused.
Launch preparations complete. Bolts are free. Whenever you're ready. Stand clear, 15 meters. UAVs ready to launch.
Yeah.
Away.
Engage the enemy. Wait, that's really my orders? Shit. Alright, hey, Princess Cassette, will you marry me? You are supposed to slay the dragon, not lay the dragon. Sorry, instructions were unclear.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're clear to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones. Well spotted, Cloud. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them.
Hold on. Also with the GPB locking on aircraft, there was an F-15E IRL that had an air-to-air kill with a bomb. Dropped a GBU-39 onto an MI-24 Hind helo during Operation Desert Storm. I mean, that wouldn't shock me.
HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones.
Column 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out.
It doesn't matter. He's saying the war can change in an instant, you know? Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning. Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah. Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
Mage 2 is taking down an enemy. Whose company's that now?
One to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Well, that was simple.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry.
Actually, you know what? just because he said it.
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours.
Alright, Sly, check out the new tags on the stream. I keep wanting to do save. Mission 3, two-pronged strategy.
The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peace.
Yeah, it's this mission that makes me really not like AWACS Skykeeper.
The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier...
I mean, I always thought that Thunder Blockhead was a dumbass. But here's where Skykeeper takes the cake.
Attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peace...
Shouldn't that be the Vulture too?
The space elevator.
Because wasn't one of the carriers that got sunk by the Synfaxi in Rendezvous called the Vulture? The other one being the Buzzard?
The objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new type of drone.
I know, Sly. That's how it should. The Kestrel 2 should just be the Kestrel, just like it is in the U.S. Navy, because there have been multiple enterprises in the Navy. But if they're gonna call it the Kestrel 2, at least be consistent with your bullshit, sort of thing.
If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
Now, I think you brought this up. I'm not sure if it was in your Everything Wrong With or just in one of your playthroughs, but we're not supposed to know that the Arsenal burbs have been hijacked yet. So why did they show their orbital patrols in red? Anyway, Operation Dual Wielder, May 30th, 2019, Schoppenberg. We're going to do takeoff weight.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
Briefing says the Arsenalers may have fallen. Okay. But then Skykeeper acts like they have no idea. Wasn't Skykeeper giving the briefing? Or is it someone else? They don't. Okay, so.
Maintain your current position.
Either way, that's a fail for Skykeeper. Either he was giving the briefing and failed to remember his own briefing, or two, he fell asleep during the briefing.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other bases squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys
Shut up, Skykeeper. I'm trying to hear.
Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to Gollum 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we get wet wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to him like glue. Don't let him out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins.
Skykeeper definitely got into the OADF via political appointments. Basically, his dad's in the Ocean Congress or some shit. I mean, that would explain a lot of things. Ah, damn it, we went too fast. I mean, we did spawn Bayonet, but now we can't listen to Dual Wielder. I know, Dual Wielder is so great. That's the worst part about trying to spawn Bayonet is you have to go fast enough that you can't hear this track. Caution! Arsenal Bird, Liberty. Engagement not advised.
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the arsenal.
Yep, there's Bayonet.
Bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock.
Got him on this mission to add 100 aircraft from unexpected visitor. Oh, Jesus.
We'll live through this, Trigger.
You do realize that the canon way to do this is with the F-16. You won't have enough missiles for 100 aircraft.
All aircraft, no change in game plan. Destroy the arsenal bird.
Oh, come on.
Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
Damn clouds.
Break, break!
Bandits are fast as hell.
Damn. Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Gargoyle Squadron, this is Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron needs help. The hell are we supposed to do?
Status?
Verifying the situation.
These things just don't let up. It's bad enough just trying to dodge them. Column 2, missile, evade!
Evading!
This is column 3, column 2's hit! Status report. Shit, column 2, do you copy?
This is Golem 2. Instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
Skeleton 3, break! Break! Missile! You lost another friendly!
Skeleton 3's lost.
Just keep coming. What's the plan?
Where's that report?
Continue to maintain air superiority.
HQ, what's happening?
What's happening is we're getting our asses kicked by a giant, impenetrable, aerial fortress.
What the hell? Caution. All aircraft, stay alert.
Get out of there!
Breaking!
Evade! Control ground. I'm breaking off!
Skeleton 2 lost. Intelligence Squadron is down. We've had too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Brilliant observation. If they noticed earlier, more of us would have survived the hearing.
Save your chatter for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape.
We'll go, but Golem 2 is hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Okay, you heard that. Golem 2 is supposed to, or Golem 2 and Gargoyle 1 are supposed to flee the AO immediately and not engage.
Trigger doesn't need to fill in for me. I'm back and
You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
They've been given the order to explicitly RTB. Instructions very clear, kid.
Enemy on my tail. This one's mine.
Oh, son of a bitch. I don't know what mod is causing that, but for some reason, normal missile locking on fails at times.
Just keep firing.
It only happened when I switched to the new PC, so...
More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
My status is fine. Affirmative. This is Gargoyle 1. Leading Operation Airspace with Golem 2.
You mean an Ocean jet.
Gargoyle 1, Golem 2, engage now.
Because the worst missile tracking I've ever seen is Ace Combat 5. Now, did you hear that? Skykeeper ordered the retreating injured aircraft to engage the new bogies. Skykeeper is directly responsible for Gargoyle 1 and Brownie's deaths. You cannot convince me otherwise. A6 has worse standard missile tracking without the shoot mechanic, you know it. Yeah, but the shoot mechanic is easy to pull off. It's predictable. There is no real way to tell whether or not your missile's going to hit an Ace 5. You just have to hope to RNGesus that it works. And I've got a clip to prove it. I will take the shoot mechanic from an area over the fucking missile system from the OMDF, and for that matter, the Aurelian Air Force as well, because Ace X's homing system or homing mechanic sucks ass even more. Speaking of homing, just saw you. Well, yeah, I've got. Do you want me to show you the amount of multiplayer standard missile parts I have on this beast? I've got level 2 homing, level 2 distance. Or range. I've got the data link thing. So yeah, thanks to parts, my Sidewinders are fucking QAAMs.
Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, withdraw.
Yeah, only level 2. The F-16 is not a big burb. It can't carry all that much.
Page 2, we have you on radar. You are cleared for approach. Runway is clear. Page 2, you are cleared for landing.
Since it's Canon, we'll actually land on the damn runway instead of the taxiway.
Lower speed.
Oh wow, I'm coming in faster than I thought. Nope. I was holding the brake. Why was I increasing speed?
This is the situation.
L2 is the brake, right?
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The aircraft carrier Kestrel II was sunk during the attack on Farbanti. Carrier-borne aircraft mistakenly bombed urban areas, and this has turned public opinion in neutral countries against us. Our own forces also suffer heavy losses.
They recently installed
If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters,
I mean, when I looked, I was clocking. I was at 1,000 clicks.
Time, however, we have to get to the space elevator.
Anyway, the final mage. Oh, I hit quit. Never mind. The final mage mission. After.
Here he comes.
After Creepy Man. They were using it for Ridge Racer tournament half an hour before he landed. Now,
Mihai's looking worse.
For those of you who don't know, Creepy Man here is voiced by DC Douglas.
The enemy in combat, so we could use
his previous Ace Combat roles have been AWACS Ghost Eye for the REAF in A6, and I think it's uncredited, but I'm pretty sure he's Dominic Zuboff from Ace Combat Zero, aka Schwarzleader. Instructions unclear. Infected Mihai with the T-virus. He is also Albert Wesker from the Resident Evil series, I think the remakes. For Mass Effect players, he is Legion. The Geth squad mate.
If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many G's he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This
The
place
triple
is a
four.
shithole.
Remember, 4 is death.
If you took the stink of all the corruption in the
Speaking of
world
which,
and
this is
corralled
mission
it all
4.
in one place,
If 4 is death, I'm pretty sure nothing bad will ever happen in this mission, right?
you
Right?
got all kinds of critters too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing the stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here
Wait,
was
the
to
military
wreck landings
took
on
his
the fake
balls?
runways. The idea
Damn,
was for Russia's
McKinsey's
spy
tough.
satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here,
He
it
hardcore.
looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Erusia lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? Because someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer
If I can
nerds
just
to
kill
hack
off
into
this
half
unit,
of Usi's
I can go home,
satellites.
back to my family.
That's how come.
Mihai, are you listening to me?
Every
You're in a lot of
time
trouble
I
here.
tried
Cease
to
fire.
bust out, and every single time,
I understood that
Stan Vibes would
reference.
drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Erusian princess rallying her people.
Although, unfortunately, Mihai is not voiced by Sam Riegel. He is voiced by Kyle A.
You
Bear,
want to hear something funny?
best known
Guards
for
are fans too.
Last Time
Swear
on
to God,
Dragon
every time
Ball
she was on the
Z.
air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there
That
listening.
voice.
I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming.
Well, yeah, she's very
You
charming.
could say her charm
And
was
of
like a
course she
virus.
means every word.
Whenever she'd
She's
point out
a
stuff that was
puppet.
wrong with Osea, the prisoners in here went
At this
nuts.
point, Cassette is
Hell,
what you would
if
call
anyone
a
knew how
useful
messed up
idiot.
Osea was, it was the prisoners.
Poor Abby.
They'd
We're
burn
just speaking
Osea
over the
down.
entire time. Whatever. You say her charm was like
No
the
way
T
am I just gonna
virus.
sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Aruja, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
Oh, you succeeded. And then Mackenzie heard about it and was like, oh, really? Mission 4, rescue. Oh, really? You can build planes that can take off. Well, now we're going to add that into our deception and force you to build more for our convicts.
The Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome. However,
So instead of
you still need to
escaping,
get swiftly to the space elevator
you
no
just
matter
further
what.
entrenched yourself.
Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator.
Okay, this section right here is why I think the briefing guy for the IUN is also Skykeeper, because he's just as big a Harling fanboy as
The
Skykeeper
elevator
is.
was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after.
I think a lot of Oceans are Harling fanboys.
A number of anti-air radars
Not
have been
to
set
that
around the
extent.
space elevator. However, a reconnaissance
I mean,
the network is weakest
let's
along the
be real.
southwest coast of Selatapura.
Not a lot of
We can
Americans
elude the enemy's observation.
are fanboys of our politicians.
Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced
In fact, it's usually quite the opposite. Hello, Tenso Smile. Welcome to Strem.
Strategy is you, Trigger. After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
Should we remember how anti-wars were in Ace 5? Harling seemed to be very popular. I mean, yeah. I guess there is two American presidents that most Americans will typically hold in high regard. That being Washington and Lincoln. So I guess you could say that, yeah. Although, Canon Run? Canon Run is where I'm only allowed to use the aircraft that Trigger would actually use. So, in this case, the the Fighting Falcon, the Eagle, and the Raptor. And only when he has access to them. I forgot to say the operation name. Let me read it. Okay, Operation Lighthouse Keeper. June 6th, 2019. Oh! I just made another connection. June 6th, a date that will forever live in infamy in Strange Reel. Because something really bad happens. No, I didn't notice that. Normally I don't pay attention to the dates on the briefing slide. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, June 6, 1995 is the day the 7 pillars of Belko were dropped. People joke that Belko got away with things twice on June 6th. Yeah. So, clearly, nothing bad's gonna happen on this date, right? June 6th also has a very significant date in the real world, too. June 6th, 1945 is, 1944 is, the day that the Allies landed on Normandy in France during World War II to open up the Western Front and to take the pressure off the Soviets. Alright, this will be the last time we use the mage skin. So enjoy it while it lasts, because you won't see it after this.
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
If we assume OC's voting population is 76,500,000,000 for the Namco reference, Harlan got 57.9% of the vote for his first term and 63.4% of the vote for his second term, which are pretty large margins compared to U.S. elections. Yeah, and that's assuming everyone voted.
Entering
Oh,
operation
76
area.
million.
Closing radio silence.
500. Yeah, that's right.
We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
If you're spotted, the mission is over.
We don't actually know what Trigger's Canon aircraft and spare is.
Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission.
It's assumed he keeps the F-16 for a part of spare and then switches to the F-15 thereafter. For the northern. I'm gonna try. The way I'm gonna do the Canon Run is we're gonna keep the F-16 through Mission 7. After the Mihai fight in Mission 7, we switch to the Eagle. 100% wrong. What? What am I doing wrong? Oh, you're talking as the Kale. Never mind. Yeah, I think the only protagonist, at least in Strange Reel, to have a Sukhoi as his cannon plane is Phoenix from Ace 2. The SU-35. And Terras might also canonically fly in a flanker from joint assault. But he also has cannon plane being the Raptor, so I don't know. Even that got wrecked. Well, Phoenix's cannon plane in air combat, I do think, is the Raptor. But yeah, I think in Legacy it got switched to the Raptor. Which I think is stupid. Because in gameplay, the Terminator is so much better. It has access to the ODMM.
You're 3/4 of the way. Been a long fight, but you're nearly home. Harling is still the president in my eyes. He ended the war, built the space elevator, and launched a spaceship from it. Despite his success, he remained a humble hero. I'll do my best to save him.
But no, actually, my favorite Canon aircraft is the Strike Eagle.
Hang in there.
To do a Canon Run with.
No change.
From A6. Second is the F-15C from Zero. Just because of how versatile they are. And I like the Eagles. Somewhere David North is watching a news report right now. What I don't understand is why people don't notice that we're flying between the buildings here. But what's amazing to think about is canonically in Ace Combat 0, after Mission 15, when you shoot down the XBO, 16, 17, and 18 all take place without you touching down once.
Don't celebrate yet. The real fight's about to get started. Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly.
So you go from Valet Air Base
around the space elevator,
through the round table, destroy Avalon Dam, and then duel Pixie all in one go, canonically.
Mage 2, target down.
Skykeeper. I know, right? Starscream. Welcome to Strem.
Half of the SAM sites are down.
Yeah, I don't think any other pilot does that. Or does a mission of that magnitude for that long. Which would put Cypher in the running for best protagonist ace.
Sea Goblin will arrive shortly. Eliminate hostile anti-air before that.
He definitely has the best Red Baron title, in my opinion. Demon Lord of the Round Table. How do you top that?
Still in progress. Stand by.
Mobius is the other pilot in contention for being number one.
The landing zone is secure. Sea Goblin, you are clear to land.
Roger.
Largely, not necessarily because of all of the exploits in Ace 4, even though that's a lot of exploits. But the fact that Operation Cantina, ISAF decided that the appropriate response to the Free Arusia uprising was to send one fighter and one AWACS.
Rescue craft on the ground is defenseless. Golem and Mage, destroy all hostiles.
It's been a long journey. You're on the home stretch.
I mean, Sly, what else? There's quite a few Strange Drill pilot or protagonists that fit the Rosgreaves myth. Blaze, Cypher, Trigger.
Yeah, Mage 2, destroy the target.
Because basically all the Rosgreaves myth boils down to is that you start off raining death and destruction, then you quote-unquote die, and then you come back as a great hero.
Eliminate all enemy UAVs. Don't let up.
True, Cypher's not quote-unquote killed. However, after Stage of the Apocalypse, there is a big lull in the fighting where Cypher is inactive. So he's still kind of slumbering. It's a stretch, but it fits. Especially if you play as a mercenary up until then. And then switch to a knight.
Sea Goblin, all survivors, respond. Is Mr. Harling alive? That's about half. Mop up the
Oh yeah, I definitely say it's a complete stretch. In my opinion, the Rosgrees is Blaze. And the rest of War Dog, but specifically Blaze.
UAV down.
The others just have attributes.
This is Colonel Johnson.
Cassette fits Rosgrees. I mean, she does die.
Rescue unit down. Along the procedure, add this radio.
And then, for some reason, is brought back due to anime law.
Figure something out. UAV confirmed down.
We'll pass out some exhaustion before the enemy wears out.
One remaining.
No, not that.
We found an Norwegian transport crash. Its engines are on.
I heard you were in the Air Force, Colonel. Can you fly?
Better than Mr. Harling.
Yeah, Cypher the Merc dies, and Sir Cypher of the Round Table is born.
Call sign is Mother Goose 1. I've sent the
Gets shot
information
down
you
over
need.
Tyler Island. That becomes a turning point. Oh yeah, there's that.
Ground target destroyed.
Hey, it's Colonel Johnson.
UAVs have been splashed.
Is he related to
Former President Harling
Anthony Palmer and Edward Snow?
Goose 1, take off.
Or Marcus Snow. That's right, Marcus Snow. I make that joke because all three share the same voice actor. And it's very noticeable.
Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
How about Naga say she can? She's part of War Dog. Therefore, yes, she is Rosgrees.
Arsenal bird.
Collectively, War Dog is,
Protect Mother Goose 1. She
if
won't
not
give
the
you
demon themselves, have become possessed by the demon.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element.
Wilco, forming up.
No, I get what you're saying, Sly. I hadn't thought about it before, but yeah, it makes sense. I don't attribute her to the Rosgrees, though. But yeah, her life in the war does fit the symbolism.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you. But this isn't exactly a fight.
So, is it deliberate or a coincidence that Rescue sounds suspiciously similar to Super Circus?
Gargoyle 1, where's the signal? Gargoyle Squadron, stand by for my orders. Not the lighthouse. I mean the harbor. They won't be able to get home. That ship isn't one of ours. Where's the signal?
You consider that?
Gargoyle, change radio frequency.
Mother Goose 1 here. We're about to leave the airspace. Keep your fingers crossed.
Gargoyle, it's time. Attention, Gargoyle Squadron, babble, babble,
Minutes remaining.
God damn it!
Double Roger.
Also, why did they send Tomcats to attack the space elevator armed with anti-air weapons? They have Hornets with harpoons!
Skykeeper, what the hell was that?
Sly, you know why Harling dies to the Rosgrees thing. Of all people, you know why.
Gargoyle Squadron, report.
HQ, one hit was scored. The rest were intercepted by UAV. The elevator's windbreak took a scratch.
secure superiority.
Nah, it's a mystery. Sure.
Mother Goose 1 hit.
I mean, technically in universe, it is a mystery. At least for another year.
Assess the situation.
That's not OC at size half.
Mage 1, I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight.
Wait, what?
The cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
No. Those are Ocean F-14s under the IUN. Technically, we're IUN as well. There is no ISAF anymore.
Mother Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course.
Column 3, Fox 2.
Mage 2 shot down abandoned. Fox 2. Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
You know what to
It's
do.
not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose
Kill
1,
Harling.
respond. Mr. Harling, please respond.
We can't protect the
Not
cabin.
time yet.
Sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas.
Fucking
We've got a
clouds.
job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you.
And Marion must be.
UAVs are approaching Mother Goose
Alright,
1.
go.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take 'em
I
down
gotta wait
now,
till at
Mage
least
1.
47
One
seconds.
minute remaining. Mage 2, locked. Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat.
Mr. Harling takes him here.
Oh my god. Mother Goose
Yeah, there. We.
Where'd the missile come from?
I do know that. Tensive.
A friendly missile hit him.
Also, Q Tears of the Rosgrease.
Stop speculating.
I don't care what the official name of the soundtrack is. It's Tears of Rosgrease.
No one could have survived. Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. Erusian bastard.
I wouldn't call it secret dialogue. I would call it hard to hear dialogue.
Trigger was the closest.
But yeah, it's
Crawling all over our
definitely
behind the hatchling.
known, at least by me and everyone in my chat, that
Draw immediately.
the actual killer of Harling was a drone.
Trigger, you can't fly for a while. You understand?
Wasn't there dialogue that later on in either? Oh wait, no, it's not secret. It's all. Labarth spells it out for us in Mission 16.
The operation to rescue former President Harling has failed.
Oh,
Sadly, there is no hope he survived.
it what? Then what
Trigger
was it
is
actually,
suspected of
George?
assassinating the former president. There will be an inquiry. There will most probably be a court-martial.
Because I know George was the one that said Trigger was the closest, but I didn't know if it was actually George or an Erusian drone mocked up to be an Ocean Hornet. Huh. Anyway, now on to Mission 5, the Spare Arc.
Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy.
Ah, yes, Avril's working on the F-15 Eagle, which is strange considering how none of the spare pilots actually use an F-15.
Day they bombed us. Osea didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers.
This was her escape plane.
No biggie. While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist.
Okay,
Just your
so
typical lowlifes.
we have
They threw each
conflicting
one of them in
stories
the cockpit
as
and
to
sent them
who
up to intercept
actually
the
killed
enemy's
Harling,
planes.
whether
But
it's
in the
George
end,
or the
It
drone.
was all just for show. So,
Okay.
up they went, day after
Well, that
day
explains my
after
confusion.
day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here.
Also, you know
dad
what
died
could have
flying through the
easily
Air Force.
prevented this
When
whole
your allies
thing?
are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat.
Could have prevented
Whoever signed up for that was
our
the
being
danger.
accused
But even
of
more dangerous
being an
than that
assassin.
was being the one who had
Prevented
the
our
guards
being
retreat.
thrown into the 444.
That was my dad's job. And one time,
Fucking
he
gun cameras!
said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, my dad volunteered to be in the rear guard. Dumbass. He died all right. No
Yeah.
one came to help.
Also,
The news nearly broke me.
you know what would
I
have
used to get killed. That
helped
could've
out
been the
War
most
Dog a
exciting
lot?
thing ever. Am I
When
right?
they were accused of attacking a Yuktabanian civilian
There's a rumor going around about another
population
inmate.
center
The guy they brought here a little while
in
ago. Get this. Talking this
Blind
box
Spot?
He was sent here because he killed
fucking gun cameras!
President of Osea during the last war. Remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that suicide mission. He's the reason I had to. Go
And what
away
would
with
have
my
ruined
grandpa. Me and
our
Grant started
transition
building a
from
supersonic jet.
being
He's the
traitors
reason I ended up here.
to becoming the
Maybe I should write back a
Rosgrees?
Thank you note for killing him.
Fucking gun cameras!
God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit. It reeks.
Because gun cameras would have shown that War Dog did not shoot at civilians in Blind Spot. Gun cameras would also have confirmed that Swordsman did not shoot us down in Final Option.
Guys, I'll let you in on
And gun cameras would have shown that Trigger didn't kill Harling.
Found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial. He is the murderer of Harling.
Every
in
other
flesh.
major superpower or major nation in Strandriel has gun cameras, especially the Amerians.
Base 444th Squadron.
Why don't the Oceans have gun
Some
cameras?
symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer
AWACS
or not.
doesn't know that.
Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another.
Also, this is mission 5444.
Obligation to atone for your crimes. A few of you in the penal unit know how to fly, and HQ needs to plug the deficit in our Air Force. So they proposed sending you guys on a reconnaissance mission to the Waiapolo Mountains.
Oh, we'll
But
get
that
there
idea was
eventually,
flat out rejected.
Mackenzie.
Nope. You'll be atoning for your crimes right here at this base. This base is a decoy designed to draw enemy fire. And as members of this base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack.
Incoming!
Switch off that alarm. It's just the usual. I thought Zapland was supposed
You like
be
to
an
think that
isolated
Project
area.
Aces wanted to make
Okay.
444 the
I'm gonna
fourth
need a
mission, but
few
they couldn't do it.
aircraft to scramble.
Well, I think it actually works better symbolically that Rescue is the fourth mission, because 4 is death, and what happens to Harling in mission 4? Death.
Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer.
Ocean planes do have gun
expect you to down
cams.
any
You use them as
bombs.
part of the gimmick after the
What we
satellite.
do want is to
Do I
make
do-
them think that we've got an active base here.
So when did the Oceans actually put on gun cameras? Maybe after Harling's death so they could figure it out better? Because you can't convince me that Ocean planes canonically had gun cameras before then. When they feel like it. When the plot demands it. Operation High Card. July 1st, 2019. Zapland. When the plot dictates they do. Let's go with Sasm.
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now.
So then they used it to prove Trigger's incident. They just don't show it or mention it because in game it's all political red tape. Out of game, it's essentially hinted. I'm pretty sure that they don't have gun cameras until after the assassination, because they're like, or the prosecutor's like, or the investigators themselves, whoever, like, what would make this case a lot easier? Fucking gun cameras!
Follow orders, Trigger. Taxi to the runway now. Check your altimeter and wait in front of the runway.
Control, would you kindly send me up first?
Would you kindly?
Spare 8, Champ. This is the control tower. You're not cleared for
You
takeoff.
want to mention
Obey
what?
orders. Go to hell. All aircraft preparing for takeoff. Watch out for Spare 8. He's forcing a takeoff.
I'll take up command. Any objections? That'll get decided in the skies. Touche.
Trigger, your call sign is Spare 15. Consider it your prisoner number for the air. Commencing to
Spare. Ocean Air Defense 4th, 444th Fighter Squadron.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now.
Woohoo! My blood's boiling! Toss the jump in solitary once he gets him back. If he makes it back, when you land, your ass is grass.
So Kale, I make the switch to the Raptor after War Crime Island.
So, no missiles again. The FCS.
It was the IUN that found us, that found Trigger guilty.
Let's make this more interesting.
Why would the IUN give a shit?
Not even a pencil. Here comes Harling's murderer. He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eyes. Always in the know, aren't you? In this war, intel is a life or death matter. Settle down. Excited to have
What happened on their watch? I guess.
This is Bandog. Spare 15, I'm handling surveillance. The bombers had attacked.
Hey, we finally have a
I know it's just a dummy runway.
competent AWACS for the Oceans.
I'll owe you one. If any of you die, just think of it as you atoning for your crimes. One more thing. Any aircraft leaving the operation area will be shot down. You hear me?
Righto.
The IUN is completely incompetent, at least by the point when they've been castrated and turned into an Ocean puppet. You mean like NATO in real life?
We know you're just a coward, Count.
Look at them. Blowing up a bunch of paper planes.
The enemy seems to think our Air Force is concentrated on this base. Everything on the ground is fake. Can't the enemy see that? Ain't so that convincing.
Ah, shit. That was a dodge. Sly actually gave me the reasoning for keeping the Eagle till War Crime Island. Because after War Crime Island, the briefing says pick a fast aircraft. That's when I think the shift should happen.
Spare squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
Done by now to rethink the odds. Wanna bet which one of us gets the first kill after it starts?
This is the
first. If Count's going forward,
I decide when you die.
All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me.
Oh, it's before War Crime Island. Okay, so it happens at War Crime Island. Gotcha. So that's when we'll make the shift.
Oh yeah, add this one to my score.
Enemy on your tail. What's it? Breaking out of luck.
Sorry, but I'm gonna get the top score again. Only because kills are self-reported.
We're losing escorts. Hurry up.
But now I think Bandog is the first competent Ocean AWACS we actually get in the series. I know he's not a nice AWACS, but he knows what he's doing. And he's actually reasonable if you do your damn job.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting that report will get dressed up real pretty.
Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
Righto.
A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up.
All aircraft, active. Begin the attack. Move!
Oh, yeah. Let's do this.
Sperry, watch your mouth. Head to the next target.
Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail.
Why did Trigger keep the 3 strikes? Simple. He made it his badge of honor. Basically an in-your-face to the Ocean saying, yeah, you wrongly accused me, but I'm going to take this badge of shame you thrust on me and make it a badge of honor. Embrace the crazy. I mean, you could also go that. I mean, my Canon personality type of Trigger is, if he was in D&D, he would be a barbarian. Come on.
Focus on destroying the target. Sorry, I got lucky.
Maybe I should have picked the 4 a.m.s, but I don't care. He screams at dodge.
Destroy the targets. You're being slow.
I'm not being slow, Bandog. I'm being thorough.
Bingo! Good going. That cheers me up.
Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission.
At least he's decent at what he's famous for. I wouldn't go that far. Targets that slow on a challenge.
Bite me, Count.
Don't let it go to your head, murderer.
Multiple bandits inbound. They got bombers and support.
All aircraft follow me. You too, murderer. Geez, now he thinks he's squadron leader. Trigger, don't get shut down now. I got big money riding on your survival. Some guys have got big money riding on you going down, so watch your back.
Spare 7, shut up. You don't need a yap to pull the trigger.
Drop your payload and maintain balance. You can bail out after that.
Why are all aces faster than normal? You mean like enemy aces? Video game logic. If you want an in-universe reason, they're ace customs.
Silence for a moment.
Trigger again. Don't get excited. It's beginner's luck.
Oh, us players? We're technically not, unless we put parts on the aircraft. In which case, yes, we are faster.
That's because she's the scrap queen. Queen? More like a bad-tempered tomboy.
Spare 15, what the hell are you doing? Attack!
Trigger got most of them. Maybe even all of them.
That was dumb luck, Tara.
Spare 15, don't take all the fun away from your comrades. 4 targets remaining.
Yeah, I would definitely say Trigger is reckless. Canonically, how he treats his aircraft, thanks to Averil's exposition. Also, the fact that he literally dives headlong into a thunderstorm to kill Mihai.
3 targets remaining. 2 targets.
How is that not reckless?
Would someone make a squadron of convicts? Gotta be some kind of reason.
The paper-mache strategy at the base seems to be doing the trick. Guess every man and his dog has an idea how to end the war.
Not just a thunderstorm, but a thunderstorm in a fucking canyon.
The last escort is down. The bombers are ripe for the picking. Looks like we get to go home early today, gentlemen.
I love this job. Trigger does all the work. Even though no count is no match for Harling's murderer.
Oh yeah, no, I totally agree with you there.
Targets confirmed eliminated.
Cross that.
Hell yeah.
The fact for wanting to get revenge on Brownie is definitely why I think canonically Trigger flies headlong against Mihai in a thunderstorm in a canyon.
The devil in his corner.
But that's still fucking reckless.
When you've bet on dies while landing.
Then you win. So what? You're not done?
Just checking.
This conversation is reminding you of the F-22A Mobius 1 description.
Spare 15, this is the control.
How is
Make your landing
that
check. We don't
reckless? Or how is Mobius 1 reckless in
Spare 15,
Infinity?
You have permission to land. Wind conditions are calm. 3,000 meters. Too fast. Lower your airspeed.
I'm going way too fast again.
Meters.
And I'm holding the brake.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off.
I'm just not going to be able to do any landings.
My blood's boiling!
That's just how it's going to be. I'm going to have... I don't know why, but I cannot land. Yeah, did you see the air brakes pop? I was holding both.
Did I say you could take down the enemy?
Do you think that
Well,
might be the
anyone
problem?
who disobeys into solitary.
It's probably mods that I have. I just don't know what. Because they're the same mods I had when I was on the laptop. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's my controller? I might have to get a new controller. I don't know. Do I have Project Wingman mods on? Not the moment, no. Well, I mean, I have Project Wingman skin mods, but they're not on.
Mihai's granddaughters like to keep to themselves mostly.
Actually, this is probably a good
Well
time to
behaved,
stop.
Possessed a sort of quiet attitude.
Because it's been 2 hours, and long day's a long mission. Enthralling creatures, yeah. No, we're gonna stop for now. So this will be the end of the stream for today. Thank y'all for joining me. Tomorrow, if everything goes according to plan, should be Mass Effect Andromeda. Saturday, I hope to get back to Halo Combat Evolved. We'll be on the library, which is my absolute favorite mission. Monday will be Final Fantasy X. I still have a poll out on the Discord for you guys to decide what you want me to do, whether you want me to continue on the PS5 and just take my second attempt at getting the jet shot and just accepting and moving on with whatever it gives me, or restarting on the PC and hopefully being able to use save states to get the perfect ending. And you kind of need the jet shot early on to get the perfect ending. That poll will close on Monday, so please feel free to make your voice heard. Get the PC version. There's some inbuilt cheat codes. Oh, sweet. Then I don't know if I'll be able to stream Tuesday. If I can, it'll be single-player Baldur's Gate with Arella. I think we just made it into the Goblin camp. We're trying to figure out how to lure Minthara and kill Raglan at the same time. Alright, yeah. Sly is going to be going live on his Discord for the PlayStation State of Play. So please go visit that. Wednesday, if everything goes according to plan, we will start Act 2 on Baldur's Gate with the Floof crew. But if it doesn't happen, I'll just do single-player Baldur's Gate. There's a very high likelihood that it won't happen. I'm not going to be streaming next week. I have obligations, and there's a good chance I won't be streaming next Friday either. Again, real-life obligations. But thank you all for joining me. I hope you had fun. I will see you all hopefully tomorrow. Take care and good night.